Hi! So today we're going to do a workout that you could do at home while you're working with a chair. So grab a chair or just watch this video and do it while you're at your desk. Just take a minute or two, or well, a little bit longer than that, and do these chair exercises. We're going to start with the stretching of the shoulders because we will be getting into some push-ups and arm stuff. So just take one hand behind you. And what you do is you push down, but you also lift up your chest. So you're making a straight back here. Just breathing. And then you're going to switch. You're going to go to the other side. So just push down. Take a deep breath. Straight back. Good. And then taking your hands together, right on top. And your palms face you. You're going to reach up and feel like you can stretch your ribs. And then keep the arms up, but relax the shoulders. And we'll do that again. So using your upper trapezius, lift your shoulders up. And then exhale, just relax your shoulders. Keep them relaxed in the shoulders, and we'll take a stretch to the side. Feel free to turn the palms out if that feels more comfortable, or keep them here. Again, relaxing your shoulders, back to the center, and stretch to the other side. Big exhale. Good. And then bring it back in. We'll take a nice wide stance, and we're just going to take some side-to-side lunges. You can release your hands. So bending here, just take a stretch for a moment. And then switch. You can just switch it off to the other side, just taking a stretch. And the next one, we're going to add a twist in. So towards the bent leg, you're going to stretch and tee your arms. And then do the other side. So towards the bent leg, you're going to tee the arms. So you're just lifting up one, the other comes to the ground. And we'll go a little bit faster now, just touching down. Right and left and right. So the other arm's reaching out like diagonal. Or you could do this full twist if you're ready for it. And left and right. If it's too much to already go there so soon, you could just keep it small right in front of you. Good. Let's do 10, 9, 8. Keep breathing. Good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And take it up. Big inhale, bringing it up. Good. Front arm, one arm goes forward, one arm goes backwards. Big T twist. Bring it back to the center. Other way. Big T twist. Good. We're going to take it faster. And just feel free to go around one way and come up the other, or just stick with that T twist. Do about 5 times one way, and then you switch and you do about 5 times the other way. So if you started off going to the right, then go to the left. Softening through the knees, just relaxing through shoulders. Good. And after you've done 5 each way, let's roll it down. We'll all meet up in a plank. So shoulders are over wrists in your plank. You can do forearm or you can do palms, depending on what you're feeling today. So all together, we'll meet here in this plank. We're just going to hold it and breathe. So while you're holding and breathing, think of your head and tailbone in a straight line. Core is engaged, nice and tight. Good. Let's hold it for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. And you can take the knees down. Maybe come back in child's pose if that feels good. Really good stretch on the shoulders. And bring it back up. We're going to take our plank into a mountain climber to start to warm up. So right leg, left leg, right and left. Just go on and join in with me. If you need to modify, one way to modify plank is to clasp the hands. That's going to protect the shoulders a little bit more. And you can just drop your knees here. Good. Let's do it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees down one more time. Stretch it back. And we have one more plank. So you're coming right back. Again, you can be on wrist or you can be on shoulders. You're going to squeeze your shoulder blades, protract and retract the shoulders. So go on and join in. Make sure you're keeping your core tight. Another way to modify if you need to is to bring the knees down. If you ever need to bring the knees down, you can. It still works. Good. Keep it up. You've got it. Good. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Awesome. And stretch it out again. We can do downward dog if you want to in the stretch. And take it forward. So take a drink of water if you need to. And let's get started. So we will start with a chair. So just have it. It's 40 seconds and there's no break. The first thing you're going to do is chair squats. Try to squat so that you're getting as close to the chair as possible and back up. or bench. If your bench is really low, you might not, but as close as you can. The next thing we're going to do the moment it beeps are these single leg lunges. So you actually put some weight on the chair and you're going down and up. You don't have to go that far. If you wanted to hold weights in this, you could grab the dumbbell. Then you're going to do the other side. That's what we'll start with, 40 seconds on, and I'll continue to tell you as we go. So here we go. I'll give you, where's my 40? There we go. 10 seconds to start. And you'll hear a beep, but I will also tell you as we go. You have 5 seconds, so get ready. And there it is. So these are just regular squats, but really trying to get down low. See if you can tap the chair, bench, or whatever you have there. Now, if you didn't have a chair bench, just do squats, and I'll show you what you can do without it when we get to lunges. Good. You can also use a couch. Good, so you keep the chest up even when you sit back and down. So this is something you could do during the day too, if you just needed a break. Great, it's going to beep in 3, in 2, and in 1. Get the foot behind you, actually put some weight on it, and now you're just doing tiny bends. You can grab the weights if you want to, hold them here. Now if you don't have a chair, or if you feel more comfortable, place your foot on the wall, and you can use a wall. Down and up. So, wall here, place the foot on the wall. And you do actually put weight onto the foot behind you, and you're not bending too much. So, the bend is pretty small. And up. Keep it breathing. We just switch to the other leg. It's about to beep in 1, and switch to the other leg. So same thing, set it up, put some weight on the chair, and then go down and up. So you can actually push the top of the foot into the chair or into the wall. Really focus on the heel, coming and squeezing on your way up. Keep your ball of your foot on the ground too. So focus on the foot while you do this, your front foot. Try not to let it wobble to one side or the other. Just think of it pushing down into the ground. Okay, so we go into inclined push-up after this. So you're right in the position where you can go into it, and it's going to come in 5 seconds. So I'll get there faster so you can see it. In 3, in 2, 1. So here's an incline push-up. Your feet are up on the chair, and you just have down and up, down and up. Now, if you needed to modify this, you know you can always do push-ups on your knees on the floor, and you don't have to do it on the chair. Now, if you're on a wall, you could put your feet on the wall a little bit higher and do it down like this. You might not go as far down. Well, it's going to be a little bit harder than the chair. It's just FYI. Great. You've got 10 seconds. We just start all over again from the beginning. Good. 5 seconds. You got it. 4, 3, 2, here we go. Squats. So just down and up. Right back to the beginning. These are great and controlled, so you can really watch your form. Are your knees going straight ahead? Are they going in the same direction as your toes? Is your weight going backwards? And your knees, they never pass fully over the toes. So they go in the direction, but you don't ever want them to lean too far forward. Good. Are your abs engaged? Is your chest lifted as you go down? Great. We go to single leg lunges in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So you just step one foot forward, put some weight on the back one, and you just have down and up. So the first time I was showing lots of things, so I'll show you if you use weights. You just hold them on either side of you. And that's it. It's good for the hamstrings and the glutes. Keep it breathing. Got 10 seconds right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You just switch to the other side. Here we go. So place it on. Good. And go. Awesome, just keep it going. Good. Keep it breathing. So what comes next is incline push-ups. You've got 10, 9, 8, 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So you put the weights down and you put your feet up if you have the weights. You don't have to have had them. And you go into these push-ups. Remember that when you're coming up, you want to exhale, you want to pull your navel to your spine. That's really important. You also want to watch your wrists, make sure they're going straight out, not turning in or out. Good, we've got coming up into some calf raises. Nice and simple. Right after this, in 3, 2, 1, and up. Here we go. So this is also a new one, and you can grab onto the chair if you need to. Good. So we're going to add in tricep dips. So with the chair, or if you have a couch or something that feels uncomfortable with you, you can do tricep dips on the ground, or you could do triceps with the weights. So I'm just going to show you, but keep doing your calf raises. On the chair, be out like this, if your chair's sturdy enough, and your pelvis goes towards, and your arms go straight. On the ground, you could do the same thing. With your weights, you could just do some presses overhead, just like this. Good, and so go. Choose which one you want to do. So we're adding in tricep dips. We did not do this last time, if you're wondering why it feels new. Squeeze your triceps when you come back to straight. It's the most important thing I feel about tricep dips. Make sure that your wrists are straight so you don't ever want them to be turned in. Another very important thing. They could be turned a little bit out maybe if that feels better on your wrist, but don't turn them in. Good. Good, and we start over and almost here it comes. I'm going to opt to not do weights, but please do your workout, do you today. Make it hard. Good. You got it? Single leg, here it comes. And here we go. Step one leg forward, step one leg behind you. Let's go. You got it. Good. Keep it breathing. Good. 10 seconds, and we switch to the other leg. Good, and let's just switch to the other leg. Here we go. Good, and go. Good. Push your heel down. We go right from here into an inclined push-up. In 3, 2, 1, go. Whew, I always find these really hard the third time. Make sure you're pressing evenly into your palms. As always, knees can come down if you need to. Do the last one's my knees down. Good, your into calf raises coming up next. So you could add weights if you wanted to. So as you stand up, you could grab your weights and just hold them. You've got 2, 1. Good, and here we go. So if you wanted to, it just adds a little bit extra up and down. Good, keep it up. Great, keep it going, you got it. Tricep dip, so this is when we add it in. That's coming in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great, so either on your chair, or maybe if you want to just keep your weights with you and do them overhead, just like you're pressing. Your choice. I'm going to show these pressing ones. But if you don't have weights, I know some people working out at home don't, you can use the chair or you can use the ground to do tricep dips, which are great work for triceps when you don't have weights available. Keep it breathing. Remember, the outside here is your triceps. Great. Great. Let's put on the weights and stretch. This feels really nice. Exactly what we warmed up with today. Probably feels nice too because it stretches the arm, but you also just stretch up here through your pec, through your bicep. And breathe. Good. And other side. And the other side. Deep breaths. Good. And release. Awesome. So taking one leg on the ground first. We'll pick it up in a moment. Now if you don't have padding on the ground, if this hurts your knee, you might want to fold your mat or put a towel, put a shirt under it. And I'm going to stretch. Line up your head and tailbone. Feel free to hold on to the wall or the chair if it's around you. And stretch to your hip flexor. The knee that's behind you, you're going to take your hand to that thigh and reach the other arm up and look at it. And that's going to stretch a little bit more through your hip flexor. You actually have to really concentrate on this. And then tuck the toe, come into a full lunge. Your choice if you want to stay down, or if you can, bring your hands to the thigh and give it a little push away from the hip bone. Good. And we'll switch sides. So, knee down, stretch it out. Hip flexor and quad. And then reach your hand back, reach your arm up. Palm can face you or face out, whatever feels better on your shoulder. And then tuck the toe behind you, hand to your thigh, move the thigh away from your hip bone as much as you can. Good. All the way to standing, let's stretch your hamstrings and drop your head. So not only does it stretch your hamstrings, it also releases your head and releases your back muscles. You don't have to hold here, you can just let your arms hang. And breathe. And then take your hands behind your ears and just give a little pull in your head. Just a tiny, tiny, tiny pull. Feel like you can grow a little bit more. Bend your knees and roll up through your spine. Finishing by rolling your shoulders forward and back a few times. Finishing up today and rolling the wrist if that feels good. And you are